What's going on, everybody? I'm making this video to give a quick update and just give everyone an idea of where I'm at now in my trading. It's been about 2 months or so since my last video, and last video, I think it was just going into passing my 25K challenge and that I was going to be getting funded. I got funded and initially gone into a bit of drawdown, and then got a horrible idea to sort of test the boundaries of my profitability with my trades and just leave them on and see if I'd be able to capture like the daily range. And I just began to look for that in every trade, and I, threw my account into ruin. Thankfully, at least, it was something that I was doing on purpose. And although it was a bad idea, I should have definitely tested that on like a demo account or something. I recognized right off the bat that a lot of the trades that would eventually turn around on me were initially profitable. So I started to realize that, I need to take some of these more short-term trades. I may be looking for like a 5 or 8 to 1 or whatever, but I might get a 1 to 1 or a 2 to 1. And I need to start booking more of those profits rather than allowing them to turn around on me and stop me out. I need to, at least move my stop loss up more, and be more willing to take those profits and not. And a lot of that sort of goes back to the feeling of wanting to do it all in one trade and feeling like you have to do it all in one trade, and that your entire trading career is condensed into this one moment. And if you don't make your entire life happen right now, then the trade's not good. But in reality, it's like if I were to see $200 on the ground, like, yeah, that'd be like the best day of the month or the year. Like, I've never seen that much money just appear in front of me in person. So I got to be a little bit more willing to take those profits when they're made available to me. So I was holding these trades, and they were turning into losers, and I would hold them into the afternoon throughout the lunch session, where it's really just not a good idea to trade at all. And so now I only stick to, which was originally the hours that I had planned for, which was 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that's at a very strict level, and usually. If it's past 10:30, by 10:30, if I don't get into a position, I'm pretty much done. I don't really look for much after 10:30 if I'm not already in something. So that's one thing that I learned, and I have implemented rules to limit how long my trades are now. I set closer price targets. I still use take profits and stop loss orders, but I leave them at swing lows that aren't too far away, that aren't pipe dream to reach. And I've realized that a lot of those big moves that I started to look for in every trade, they do happen, but they happen every so often, and that was just a bit of a realization that I needed to put into practice. Other than that, I have limited my risk whenever I take a loss. If I re-enter, I have to use half of my position size, and I have to continue using half of my position size until I recoup at least 50% of my most recent loss. And if I lose again, I cut my position size in half again until I recoup half of whatever the last loss was. And then that's just, and I had to do this because this was part of the one of the hiccups that I've had on my 200K account, which was a day when I was fighting the market and I wouldn't let myself be wrong, and I lost $1,500. I ended up making it all back, but I deep down, obviously, I knew that wasn't a trade I had any business taking. I should have stopped and limited my risk. But so that's another rule that I've implemented. And So now, I've learned through that 25K account, and some of the lessons weren't new lessons, but it's just sort of further instilling some of the realizations I've already had, which is, not a new lesson, but reaffirming old lessons is also good. So for now, I'm, just going to be doing my best to stick to my trading plan and my strategy going forward. I'm, going to be doing probably some mindfulness and maybe some meditation beforehand to help remind me of the types of things I need to be thinking about when I'm looking at getting into the market. I have, a lot of these rules are written on a dry erase board sitting right next to me. So there's really no excuse. I look at it every morning, and it's just, at this point, it feels like it's just going to be about continuing to get in reps, and then eventually, everything's going to be second nature. But for right now, trading according to my plan is still very much a practice for me. It is an exercise. I do have to try to follow my rules. And there are certain rules that I've noticed have become much easier to follow, like the using stop loss and take profit orders. That was a rule that I used to struggle with in the past, and now it's less of a struggle. So it's just slowly but surely, this rule and that rule is going to be second nature, and so I just got to keep going down that road. And if whenever I pass this challenge, or if I blow this account, I'll give an update video if I get a payout or something. But until next time, I'll see you guys then.